How I met Kermit. Oh, that takes me back. So yeah, we were at drama school together, but we didn't really know each other so well back then. But it just happened to be that we both were auditioning for the same role, and it was the role of this little green frog. Back then, my agent was just pushing me into anything, trying for any role. But I was new to the industry, so yeah, I tried for it, even though I am human. I was actually the only human in the audition room. But there was quite a bit of a buzz about it, this new show, this new character, and guess who got the role? Kermit. And good for him, I say. Good for him. Yeah, so I knew him before his work with Jim. We actually met a couple of times in coffee shops before the audition, and we talked through what we were going to do, how we were going to go about it, and we talked about how we were going to channel that sort of the frog element of the character. And obviously that was a bit easier for him because he is a frog. But for me, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just drop my voice down, talk at the back of my throat like that, And I'm not going to say that he stole that entirely from me. I'm not saying the word steal. But I was a bit surprised when I saw that first episode and he was doing the same voice. But good for him. It's good for him. Nice for him to find new elements of the character. Bitter? No, it wasn't bitter. I never used the word bitter, and you shouldn't either, Mark. That's fake news, that is. Bitter. Bitter? Me? Nah. I think the audition process is going to be one of those things that, just remember forever. It was all just so complicated. It was just one of those things that you wouldn't do now. There was well over 1,000 of us trying. The process took well over 3-4 months, and I involved dance auditions, singing auditions, vocal coaching, characterizations, a 3-week retreat in a bunker in the Swiss Alps, and actually in the end they went overtime. So they just ended up picking a name out of a hat. But things were different back then. But yeah. Was I sad? Distraught? No. As an actor, you deal with the rejections because it's just part of it, and you just got to move on. You give yourself maybe like 3-4 months of crying, but then that you draw the line there. Then then you just move on. It's as simple as that, Mark. Okay, you just move on, and yeah, it's simple. Yeah, I learned stuff from him, but he learned from me as well. I chucked ideas at him. That thing? Yeah, that was me. And he took that and he ran with it. I showed him how to walk so he could run. But that's the way it works, Good on him. His love life. Obviously, I don't want to go into too much detail there, out of respect for Miss Piggy. I don't want to say too much. But she was a bitch back then. But Kermit saw something in her, and that's fine, because love is difficult. Love is complicated. It's not this and that. It's not black and white. And obviously, it was made worse by the fact that he was on so many different drugs at the time. I'm not saying anything. Miss Piggy on drugs? I'm not saying anything. It depends on what you class as drugs. Cigarettes, alcohol, rotten apples, heroin. If so, then yeah. I mean, the kids look weird. Can I say weird? Is weird okay? Yeah, they're such a bunch of I mean, the first few were fine, you had some frogs, some pigs. Then you ended up with like frog-looking pigs and pig-looking frogs. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if, one of them just happened to have a big nose.
So, Carwyn, were they a good match?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, what was the question?
Were they a good match?
No. I mean, obviously they saw something in each other. He liked her, she liked him. So why would she want to reply to my messages? But he got the job. He got the woman. He got the family and the success. And, maybe woman's a broad term. He got the pig.
Were you jealous?
No. 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 What? No. No. I'm jealous. Come on. Next question. The Sesame Street debacle Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's wise for me to go into too many details, but when you've got two different shows sharing the same space, sometimes you just don't have enough room in one area for all them different egos. Yeah, well, things are getting big time when the Pink Panther shows up. And when fame really hit, I tried to stay out of things then. They got into little scraps and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine, but they were young, they had a lot of money, they just did whatever they want. Same way that, Sooty and Sweep are tearing things up in the UK. Music. Drum and bass. Heavy techno. Alcohol, cocaine, strippers, hogs, stripper hogs. That was just their rider. But yeah, he was growing weed. Yeah, he was growing weed in every space he could. Boot of his car. He was supplying a lot of the world. And and then obviously you had Operation Kermit. Big Bird ended up doing some serious time for that. Yeah, they had a lot of money. And obviously what were they going to do with all that money? They're going to spend it on whatever they wanted. And I think things really peaked when one night $16,000 worth of cocaine went missing, Huey, Dewey and Louie were suspended from school, and obviously then there was that dead tortoise. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm definitely not going to say that it was all the Pink Panther's fault either. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Vietnam is still happening. I can't go back there. You don't know, man. You weren't there. War, guns, shooting, explosions, death, beaches, cocktails, ice cream. It's still raw. He was there till the end. No, I'm not going to say 24/7. He worked 2-3 hours a day, 2 days a week, selling ice cream to soldiers who were just coming into the hospital. Amazing. Yeah. Unfortunately, Vietnam took our good friend Zippy. Well, we didn't realise that he was lactose intolerant. Yeah, obviously it was a really tough time for Kermit. He had just so much on his plate. Love, war, ice cream. After the war, the stuff with Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, let me tell you, as soon as you give him his favourite substances, he's not using them signs anymore. He could talk, I tell you. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say anything, but at that point, Kermit had more money than sense. And I tried to stay away from things then. He used to throw these massive elaborate parties, and he'd buy loads of different sets of twins so he could play a massive life-size version of the game Guess Who. And I tried to stay away from him there because it was just getting out of hand. He was flipping people down.
Does he have hair?
Flipping him down.
Does he have a mustache? No. Bam. Does he wear glasses? No.
Just people are leaving in tears, bleeding in ambulances, and that's when I said, Kermit, this has to stop. Rehab, did it work? Well, he went in as a psychopathic drug addict and he left as a yoga instructor. So yeah, you tell me if it worked. Yeah, so when he got out and he met back up with Miss Piggy, he'd been in for a long time, so he had a lot of spawn backed up. So, it was like setting off a fire hydrant. It was shocking to watch, really. Maybe I should have left the room. But, it was nice. Yeah, well, the shocking news of his death was just so shocking that it just left me feeling shocked. And no one would have expected that he would commit suicide. Obviously it's been very tough on Miss Piggy, but she's getting through it. She's getting through it with her friends. I know that she's gotten quite close with Gonzo. Really close, actually. But actually, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything. But, the newest kids, they do have blue fur. All I'm going to say is that in 10 years' time, if the next Muppet star just happens to look like a cross between a pig and an umbrella handle, then, but I'm not going to say anything. Oh God, I haven't seen this picture in years.
I got it off the shelf just there.
Oh yeah, no, I don't really look at that shelf much. But yeah, it's a nice picture though. That's good. But just there. What's next for me? Well, I'm actually writing a screenplay at the moment. It's a biopic titled A Good Man's Life, based on Kermit. And obviously, it's weird how life comes full circle, because now, thinking back to those auditions and stuff, finally I get the chance to play Kermit myself. He was actually a very proficient Welsh speaker. His favourite saying
Mike, any good yet?
was actually trialled as his next catchphrase, but it didn't really catch on. And also, you could do a great rendition of Carwyn Blayney. I've been really thinking about it. I fucking hated the guy. He was an arsehole. He stole everything from me. My fame, my job, my pig, Yeah, so what I was saying was that he was really great. He was an excellent all-round talent. Just a fantastic frog. And everybody loved him.
This was meant to be my story, my life, my uprising. Carwyn, I can't believe you made me do this to you. I told you. I told you. I told you to be nice. Make me look good. Ah! Oh, wait, hang on. Is this thing still on? Nid o'n gofyn bywyd moethus, a'r y byd na'i berlau man. Gofyn wyf am galon hapus, galon wnest, galon lan. Galon lan!